Good morning. Welcome to the classiest place on earth. How are you doing, everyone? I have to unmute my alert box. Dude, but your hair's still super long. You can do a ponytail now? Gross. Good morning. Good fucking morning. How are you doing? I wish I had any ounce of self to give, but I think I'm dead inside now. Denver killed me. How are you doing? I hope you're well. I'm going to live off you today. Give me your energy. Give it to me. Give it to me! Good morning. Woke and Boke? Good. I'm glad. I'm working and not wanting to. Boo. Is it bad work day? Or just, in general, don't want to work? No! I need air. Give me the air. Good morning, Bashful. Thank you for...
Did you take your joy today? Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
Thank you for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving a name to Swings, River, Saves, and Andrew. That's a whole lot of months, and I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the resubs. I turned the alerts up. Last time we streamed, I was getting bot followed. Like a billion, I don't even know how many follows, like a billion follows came through, so I muted them, and I apologize. They're very low. I turned them back up. My bad. Good morning, Andrew. How are you? God save the king. Why? Do we like him? I've never given a fuck about the royal family. I'm going to be completely honest. I just don't care about them at all. Like, I feel a little heartless, but like the world is like the queen died, and I'm like, all right, she was fucking old. Old people are dying like young people are dying every day. No one's making news. I don't know. I just don't give a fuck about royalty. Like, people are dying all the time. I don't know. It's weird because I've seen like people going after each other. Like, how do you not feel bad about this? This is going to change the world. And I'm like, a very old tourist attraction died. Like, that's sad. I'm sad for her family. Death sucks, but some old bitch who colonized a lot of the world she shouldn't have. That's all I got. I just don't care about him. I don't give a fuck. I know. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I feel a little cold about it sometimes, but I just don't care. And it's weird how much, like, the world is like, oh no. I don't know. It's probably just me. I watched 20 seasons of SVU and they still ain't caught that Prince Andrew character. Dude, for real, though. SVU is crazy. I fall asleep to that show a lot. I've been memeing in group chats. I have not memed once because people get real upset about it. As a British man, I could not care less. It's sad a woman died. Exact. That's it. It's sad a woman died, and I am sad for her family. But, like, ooh, what's your idea, Greg? Run your idea through me. Old lady gone things happen one step closer to perhaps taking the royal family apart and discussing their wealth to the people. Yeah. They're just I mean, that was one of the first things I ever learned when I went to London for the first time, is that the royal family is just a tourist attraction at this point. I'm over here like the Kool-Aid man. Oh, yeah. You can send me the memes. I think the memes are fucking funny. To paraphrase Russell Brand, she's a silly old lady who wears funny hats. It's facts. Like, it's sad, but facts. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Good morning, Sarah, my little sister. How are you? She did live an extremely long life. Like, 96 is a great age to get to. That being said, if she wasn't royal and didn't have access to unlimited, like, special healthcare, would she get that long? I don't know. My Nana lived till 89 without being a royal. I think that's more impressive. I'm kind of being a bitch about it. I'm sorry. It's just weird. It's very weird how up in arms people get about it when people die every fucking day. All the time. People that shouldn't have died who probably did a lot more good. Considering calling pounds quids is cool and we want to stop doing it. Wait, considering calling pounds quids is cool and we don't want to stop doing it. How about putting Charles and Drag on the bills? Oh, please. Like the God Save the Queen, but like Charles instead, please. I would, yeah. I'd put that up. I'd keep it. A hoarding landlord hath passed, sad, who benefited and lived a very long privileged life while her own people suffered. That's like, yeah. I'm not British. I feel like I don't have room to have like an opinion on what she's done or what they haven't done, but I feel it's very weird how it reminds me of when the kids got married. The older bald kid that's like, when he got married. That was mean. The world was just like the royal wedding. Like people took off work for that shit. Why? I don't get it. Wait, the video you sent was taken down on TikTok? Which one? Wait, which one? Did I even get to see it? Did you send me a new one? No. Did you send me a new one? Or is it before the thing I sent you? No. Is it removed? Oh, I'm going to be pissed. That's sad. Oh, the video's attached. So and it got removed? We'll have to, I have no control over, like, Stream Deck still isn't working since the OBS update. Even though Stream Deck's updated a million times and so has OBS, Stream Deck still isn't working. So my sheer amount of fury and anger switching between screens today is going to be uncontrollable. Because not only that, OBS made everything look huge and blocky, so I have to scroll to find screens, and it's really fucking irritating. And on top of it, I'm in a really fucking terrible mood. So, if I seem pissy about shit, don't take it oh, no, it says the video's still unavailable. I can't play it. I tried to wait. But can I play it like in our messages? I can. I can play it like in our DMs, but I can't click on it. What the fuck? I can't make it big. Wait, I can. Okay, I can make it big. Okay, I got it. We're good. We got it. So, no Stream Deck. I fucking hate. Yeah, that was worth it. Yeah. Worth it. That was beautiful. Thank you. That was fucking beautiful. I'm sweating right now. I'm just anxious sweating. Why bad mood? I'm just anxious. I've been unnecessarily palm sweaty and an anxious mess for a week, and I can't function as a human, and it makes me really upset because there's no solution. It's just like, there's no reason for it. It's the unnecessary, like, pointless anxiety. You just like wake up and you're like, I feel good. And then you sit up and suddenly your palms start to sweat and you start to shake like you haven't had coffee yet. And you're like, why? So that's why. I'm just in general upset with my state of humanity. You know? In general. I'm a little jealous of the Queen, to be fair. Being realistic, the Queen saved her country and never asked for that life. She did quite a bit for the UK while never having to pay for anything, so it's hard to know where the royals separate from a woman who served in the military and went through the Second World War, but never had to worry about the thing most of us do. No, totally. I completely understand. And I would have never assumed you were dyslexic. You wrote very, very eloquently. No, totally. I mean, she didn't ask for it, and that's one of the things, like, I do pity the royals in a certain form, because a lot of them, I mean, you're just kind of like, those kids, they're born into a job, you know? The job of like looking the part, and that's gotta suck. Knees weak, palms sweaty, arms spaghetti. She's anxious. No, I think God just says I'm not supposed to be born. I think this is the way. He's like, remember? No, there's nothing wrong. It's the pointless anxiety that comes with having an acute anxiety problem that there is no solution to other than complain about it a lot, you know, self-care. I'm gonna smoke pot like Crispy said. I'm really sweaty. I'm so like, my anxiety makes me just like pit sweat. It's just heat. I can feel it. I can feel the heat coming off my core. It never stops. I have to take my sweater off because I'm literally cooking. Anxiety is the worst. I'm gonna do drugs instead. Cheers. Oh, do I have a lighter? Please tell me I have a lighter somewhere. Oh, I do. Do you see the sweat is dripping off my chin? You see it? That's just sweat. And I have AC blowing on me. It's just anxiety sweat. You guys just get to watch a science experiment today. This is what an acute anxiety disorder looks like. Nothing's wrong. You're not sick. Nothing in your life is going wrong. And yet your body's telling you to jump off a fucking cliff. Ugh! Anyways, I'm going to do drugs about it. I'm so hot. Oh, what up, Koro? You got to laugh at the hilarity of it, right? Like, your brain just turns on you. It is the most fucked up joke of life. Nothing can be wrong, and yet everything's wrong. Cheers or something. I'm so fucking sweaty. I don't know what to do. I figured I'd just hang out. There's no point, like, I keep trying to, like, take a day off, and I'm like, I'll just rest and sleep all day, and I'll go away. Nothing does anything. I'm either, like, anxious here, or I'm anxious alone. So, like, fuck myself, right? Sorry, I'm bitching a lot today. I'm sure all of you all have the same shit. Like, we all deal with it. It's just so fucking frustrating when you're like, I've followed the recipe, you know, like the recipe for like feeling good, and it's not working. And everyone's like, oh, you did the recipe wrong. Suck my what?
Did you take your joy
Would you guys
today?
be there for me if I was going
Never
through
forget
something?
to take your joy,
Nope.
and I
Absolutely
guarantee
not.
your day will go as smooth as velvet.
TikTok is that person in the room just waiting for their turn to talk who never listens. I swear to fuck. They're just sitting there like, oh, are you done talking? Here's my story! Fucking TikTok drives me crazy. Anyways, the anxiety sweats are the worst. I mean, that's like, for me, when I get this way, for no reason, again, I know. It's the worst because, like, everybody that cares about you, like, wants to help you, but you can't tell them how to help you. So then not only do you feel bad for nothing, you feel bad because you can't help other people feel better about helping you so they can feel better about themselves. And it's just like a compound of shit. And I get sweaty and I can't sit still. But moving doesn't make it better, if that makes sense. It feels like my skin is crawling and I can feel my hair growing all over my body. Like, I can feel it on my shins. It is the most insanely mind-numbingly crazy feeling because nothing, like, you feel like if you went for a run it would go away, but it doesn't. Like, you almost can't run. Your knees start to collapse because of the fucking adrenaline rush. It's just like, why? I eat healthy. I exercise. I drink water. And yet I have sweat just dripping off me. It just doesn't make any sense. And it makes me feel crazier. So how are you all doing? Long live the king, I think, or something. Have you tried? Yeah. It's like, I wish. I mean, honestly, I always listen to the suggestions because I pray to fuck someone comes up with something new. But, like, especially in this culture of the, pro mental health and mental health awareness and stuff, unfortunately, the way that people who aren't neurodivergent like to support is kind of like thoughts and prayers, but it's like self-care. You really need some self-care, it sounds like. Is it burnout? Is it no. My brain has taken the joy out of everything I love. That's what it is. So I could self-care until I fucking choke to death on it and you don't feel better. It's your brain takes all the joy. Like, anything you felt good about before, you could literally do, and you'll actually start to get, like, conditioned to never do that thing again because your brain will be like, oh, it doesn't give us happy feelings ever again. Happy Friday, young at heart. I'm having a bad one. How are you? We're making it better. I don't have very much weed, but I'm probably going to smoke every single bit of it today. Because how else? How else? Got to get that D. Amen. There are some days where it gets me bad, and I know nothing is wrong. It's just been a cycling thing. It's happened in my healthiest and not boss. Exactly. I couldn't have said it better. I'm going to read it again because that's so beautifully said. There are some days where it gets me bad, and I know nothing is wrong, and it's just been a cyclical thing. It's happened in my healthiest and not. Thanks, brain. Yeah. I'm arguably at the healthiest I've ever been in my life right now. Like, I run every day. I eat. We're eating like cooked. We're cooking at home, eating dumb healthy food every day, and it still happens out of nowhere. Like, I just have fucking clammy hands. But I know there's nothing causing it externally. You know what I mean? There's no trigger. There's nothing that's going on. It's just your brain goes against you for a few days, and it's like you just got to survive it because it's just waiting it out. It's the worst. I hope none of you ever have to have this. Just think positive thoughts. Don't you love that? Just get over it. Can you just smile? That was what I got when I was a kid was because there were so many of us. I have a lot of siblings. It would be like everyone else is having a good time. Can you suck it up and not ruin everyone's time? It's very selfish of you what you're doing. That's what I would get all the time. You're being very selfish. You're ruining everyone else's good time right now. Meanwhile, I feel like my insides are melting out my butthole. But when you guys know, I don't need to tell you, like neurodivergence is invisible. And especially when you're young, you know, adults don't exactly put a lot of validity into a lot of what you're trying to express in terms of just, I'm feeling this way. I can't show you a broken bone, but it feels like I'm broken on the inside. You can't really express, you don't even have, I didn't know, I didn't have the word anxiety, depression, bipolar. None of those words were even in my vocabulary until I got to college. I learned those words in college. I had no idea how to, like, I remember when I was in high school, it started a lot in high school, and I think a lot of it was stress and stuff, but I would wake up in the middle of the night, like 3 a.m., with my heart racing, and I would be drenched in sweat, and I would be shaking like I had just run a fucking marathon, and I'd be terrified, and I'd go up to my mom's room, which was 3 stories away, and, like, knock on the door and be like, I think I'm dying. And she'd be like, you're fine, go to bed. Later on in life, she told me she thought I was on drugs, so she ignored it. Great, right? Thank you, mother. It wasn't, but I didn't have the language to express what was going on inside me at all. I just knew it was wrong for no reason. Like, this shouldn't be happening. And I never, like, I've been going through it for over 15 years now. It's just something you adapt. It's like having a period. It's like when you start to wake up with the clammy hands, you're like, okay, for the next 5 days, I'm going to be a piece of shit. You just know it. And you got to, like, fake it. Otherwise, everyone around you that cares about you, how can I help? What can I do? How can I serve you? I don't know. And now you feel bad because you can't help your friends help you. And it's just like, so you just keep it inside and you hide it forever, which isn't good either. There's no solution. It sucks like all the ways. But I was like chilling. So I've been going through this for a couple days now, just like pointless anxiety bullshit. And what happens to me is it throws off my sleep patterns. So like just being awake for 2 hours exhausts me to the point I need a nap sometimes when I'm anxious like this, doing nothing, just like existing. So then I'd end up napping all day just to like try to not be conscious during the anxious moments. And then I can't sleep at night, which makes me really anxious because I just stare at a clock all night going, I got to wake up in 2 hours. I got to wake up in 3 hours. I got to wake up in an hour. I got to run in an hour. I got to do this. And like, it's just compounds on itself. So on top of it all, like, I haven't slept in like 4 days. Which doesn't add to it. Eventually, I'll get so exhausted, I'll just knock out for 12 hours. Eventually. But anyways, what I was going to say, let's cheers. I packed a new bowl. I have no idea what I'm smoking. I ground up whatever. It's whatever's in this. I have no clue, but I'm going to cheers to it. But I had kind of a thought last night. Ooh, oh God, is it mental health? We need this today. Oh my God, the smush face on the pillow is such a mood though. Oh, Stream Deck doesn't work. I just need to throw it out a window and not have it near me. It's fabulous. B, it's not fair that people so talented have to feel anything like this. They don't deserve to feel this. What the fuck?
Is it depression? Is it anxiety? Do I have ADHD? Am I just lazy? Am I burned out? What the fuck is wrong with me?
I might have instantly added it to my soundboard. Don't judge me.
Is it depression? Is it anxiety? Do I have ADHD? Am I just lazy? Am I burned out? What the fuck is wrong with me?
I think the world's overpopulated and we're all not supposed to be here.
Is it depression? Is it anxiety? Do I have ADHD? Am I just lazy? Am I burned out? What the fuck is wrong with me?
Why is that everything? I'm dead. That's like Bo Burnham. That's what it reminds me of. I just wanna feel good. I just wanna feel good. I just wanna feel. It's
Is it depression? Is it anxiety? Do I have ADHD? Am I just lazy? Am I burned out? What the fuck is wrong with me?
that made me happy. Where did you find what a glorious item to have for the day? Oh God. Oh God. White supremacy. Oh no. Mood lifter. No music. 6 minutes, 20 seconds. Comedian Titus. A verbal flamethrower to white supremacy. You know I love to watch white supremacy burn to the ground anime. You know that's one of my fucking my kinks. By the way, at some point today when I'm more awake, because I am on cup of coffee number 1. By the way, they still haven't sorted the fucking. I can think that something's wrong because it was a holiday. That's why I still can't get my coffee out of the post office. BDO the holiday. Like I stopped by yesterday, and I walked in, and literally behind the desk was just stacks of boxes everywhere, and one person. Like I was like, oh, there's no way I'm getting in there today. It must have been the holiday though. I completely forgot it was Labor Day. Screw me, right? I completely forgot. I didn't realize I was running low until my PC came back from repairs last night, and the joy chemicals I got were almost overwhelming. I need that feeling bad. I miss that. That's like something like I don't have a game I'm obsessed with right now. I don't have like an art piece I'm working on I'm really into. I don't have a project I'm obsessed with. And I think that's a lot of where a lot of this comes from is I just haven't had that shot of like happy chemicals in a bit. I don't get shit like that on TikTok, and I don't understand why. Replaying this shit like a toddler who discovered the Little Mermaid. Oh, absolutely. Oh, Rod. Yeah. Yes. Question, is it okay to drink while the kids are in school, or would that make me a bad teacher? Did you have to buy your own liquor? I think that's your knees. What did you do to me? I took away your bending. This hurts on a really personal level.
Is it depression? Is it anxiety? Do I have ADHD? Am I just lazy? Am I burned out? What the fuck is wrong with me?
I don't know. That's too real. That's too real. I wish I could like tape a tiny microphone to my knees when I run in the morning just to play for you guys. I swear to God, you could make a rap out of it. It's like clackety clack 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 pop 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 crack 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 crack. It's crazy. Knees don't last. Be nice to them. Asking a teacher if they buy their own anything. You know the answer. I know. I knew it the moment I said it. I shouldn't have said it. Oops. I want my Stream Deck back. I don't like when they update things and break everything. Everybody cries. Mm-hmm. My knees don't hurt when I run. They just and my ankles. It's a combo of my ankles and my knees. It's like Rice Krispie treats. It's a snap crackle pop situation. It's pretty wild. Oh, Alchemy, it's so bad. And I tried to re-roll and it won't let me because it like updated through it's convoluted. I can't go back and update because it already tried to update through Stream Elements, so it's like it's broken. Yeah, it's so ugly. They fucked OBS and made everything look huge and chonky, and now my Stream Deck doesn't work and I hate that. That's very upsetting to me. Barilla, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive and giving it 8 swings. I appreciate you. Thank you, Merman. My mom got me that for Christmas. She goes to like those little, boutique-y places where people are rich enough to own a pottery shop and she buys it. But it's nice. I will take advantage of her strangeness. Ninkles? Oh my god, what? Ninkles? Be glad you can still run. I haven't ran in 20 years. I have dreams about running. I have dreams about running too, though. My doctor says I shouldn't run. To be completely fair, he says nobody should run. Every time I ever go see my foot doctor, he's always like, I would tell you not to run, but you wouldn't listen to me, so I'm just going to try to teach you how to do it with the minimum amount of damage. Because I'm 6 feet tall on all legs. Like, I am the epitome of the body that shouldn't run. I don't think I'm built for that, but I do it because I'm addicted. Like, it's more, I don't do it for like fitness or anything. I do it for the catharsis of brain void I get. At a certain point in the run, I can't think about anything except step, inhale, step, exhale, step, inhale, step, exhale, or however many steps are between inhale, exhale, because I'm in so much pain because running sucks all the time. That's it. It's not good for you. Try a rowing machine. Ow. Lord. I am glad I can still run, though. I used to have a big hang up about my legs. I have really big, long, 6-foot woman thighs, and I used to like be so fucking self-conscious of them. I didn't wear a pair of shorts until I was like 27-ish for the first time in my life. Refused because I was like, I didn't want to subject the world to my legs. What the fuck, right? I don't know. But then I had a thought like, if I focus on like what my legs can do for me as opposed to the fact that they don't look like Heidi Klum's legs or whatever fucking Victoria's Secret model I happen to be looking at that point in time, I tend to appreciate them a lot more, i.e. I run or I hiked the fucking mountains in Italy and I hiked Thailand and with elephants and stuff, and that makes me like my thighs because if someone ever said anything bad about it, I'm like, yeah, but this thigh straddled a baby elephant, so you jelly, bro. I try to take advantage. I try to not take things for granted. Brilla! Oh my god, no. Hold up. This sub was paid for by Bezos. Oh, fuck yeah. Because I'm working on a show by Amazon. Here's a microscopic portion of Bezos' money. Hail Satan, enjoy.
Brilla, that's the way to fucking do it. Hail Satan and take your joy, motherfuckers. Hell yes. Good reminder, by the way.
Don't forget to use your Prime subs. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you are paying for a sub to anyone on Twitch every month, regardless of whether or not you click the button, you're paying for it. And when you don't click the button, you're throwing it into Jeff Bezos' greasy, nasty, crusty, mysteriously steamy G-string. And he makes $8 million a minute. So, let's not. That being said, his wife donated 2 $5 million mansions to charity, which I thought was pretty fucking dank. Or ex-wife, I guess. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate them now, but just because they're different, I think everybody gets hang-ups of different. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with my legs in any way, shape, or form. It's the different, especially growing up and being not just taller than everyone, but my legs were infinitely longer than anybody else's. I couldn't find pants. And so just that, being different made me want to hide what was different, if that makes sense. It's very strange. And it took, getting out of a small town and being in a big world and seeing that there's millions of bodies in the world to stop having such a hang-up about mine being slightly different just because they're long. That's it. It's the weirdest thing. I look at my legs now and I'm like, what problem did I find? What the fuck was in my head? I don't know if someone said something to me or what, but it's very strange. Hi, Ty. How are you, love? Sorry if I'm missing any chat. I'm trying to scroll back up. Oh, is a rowing machine bad for your back? I've actually never done it before. I think I fucked around on one at a gym once, but I never got into it. You can fix the big and chunky look just by changing the theme under settings. Oh, no shit. I'm going to try because I hate it. It just makes everything huge and really bulky looking, so I can't scroll through it. Ah! Oh my god, it's I can see all my scenes. You saved me. Thank you. It still sucks. I want my Stream Deck back, but you know what? This is better than scrolling that weird chunky ass. What the fuck? It looked like Mac 1995. Like, what are we doing? Why? Stop changing the shit. Lord. Kendo, thank you for the biddies. I'm trying to scroll. I'm trying to catch up on chat, and I'm fucking ass. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the biddies, though. It's when they get stiff and grindy after the run that it's ugly. Oh, dude, I try to stretch a lot. I stretch almost more than I work out, to be honest. I turned 30 in January, so now that's relatable to me. How do your knees feel? Do you whisper them sweet nothings at nighttime? Hi, Mayo. How are you, love? Good morning. I have tried fast walking. It just doesn't do. I don't get to the level of pain that clears my mind, which is sad but true. You can fix the big and chunky. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Ty. You literally just saved me. It looks so much better. It's just so much more condensed and easy to get through. That clunky shit is like, is Twitch for children? What's happening? What's happening? I'm jelly of your thighs. You can have some. I've got plenty. These thighs did climb for air for the American Lung Association, right, Alchemy? Like when you think about your body in terms of the incredible feats you've shoved it through and it survived, it stops mattering so much what it looks like because you know what it's done. If that makes sense. I don't know. That's how I feel about my body these days. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if anybody has a personal offense to any part of my body. I know what it can do and I know what it does, and I'm pretty proud of it. I've pushed it to some ridiculous lengths, and it's done what I asked, like, regardless of my knees and all that bullshit, you know? Thank you, Logitestus. Why do I always fuck your name up? I don't know. I just want to say Logisticis for some fucking reason. Thank you for the fucking Bezos bucks. I appreciate you. And Rod gifted a sub to Spencer. Thank you for gifting a sub to Spence. Spence, you know what's up. Consensuality, emotes, and awesome times. Refresh so you don't have to suffer ads. My lungs are still shit because my allergies are killing me, and I apologize if I sound garbage. Don't let Lex Luthor, Jeff Bezos get your prime. Fuck that, dude. Not the cool way. That's the good kind of different deer. But kids don't know. I'm sure, Greg, everyone here, I'm sure, has been subjected to some kind of bullying. Every kid is cruel and says cruel things. So, like, it doesn't even have to be cruel, but, like, I would have, like, all my friends when I was in little school, you know, were, like, a head shorter than me, at least. I always felt like I was too old for my class because I was always so tall. I hit 6 foot by the time I was in 8th grade, I think. And they would make comments like, you know, we would go over to someone's house and everybody would be playing dress up. Oh, Katie's not going to fit anything. Katie can go to mom's closet. That's fine. But that's not a cruel comment. They don't think that's cruel. All the little girls that are my age, but, you know, 4'2" and 50 pounds, that just makes sense. Whereas me, I'm just like, oh, I'm fat and broken. And so you just stop going to parties and you stop going to things like that because you don't want that experience ever again. And you become a loner and you become me. Don't do that. But yeah, it's like kids fucking say shit and it just sticks forever. Even though you know it's not cruelty based. It doesn't have to be cruelty based. It's just pointing out the different. Hello, Bolt V. How are you, love? We can't make a machine that works as long or as well as the human body. Amen to that. That's true. It's facts. Odd side effect of those sleep aid CBD gummies. The following morning, I had no desire to moon the neighbor, nor baseball pitch the slow coffee maker. Oh my God. Does that mean you had rest? Like real stuff? No, Logi. I'm going to get it right someday. I respect. It's just every fucking time my brain goes, logisticis. And I'm like, that is, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's not it. Why are you saying logisticis, Katie? Every time. Thank you for the gifted subs, whoever the fuck pooped that gift. Fucking
Resub, hail Satan, motherfucker. I appreciate you.
Kendo gifted 5 subs in the chat. Kendo, what the fuck? Thank you very much for the 5 subs in chat. Jack D's, Real C Milla, Looney Rogue, Stajan, and Pagan God. You're all about wizards. Go forth and be consensual in every way and refresh the chat so you don't have to suffer ads. And thank you. Yeah, I don't think kids are cruel. Like Mickey said, not all, like, kids are, you know, not on purpose. They're cruel on accident. They don't realize the repercussions of their words, you know. And I'm sure I said things as a kid that probably stuck on another kid and made them feel horrible. Not like, oh, you're not going to fit in any of my clothes because you're a fucking 4' nothing fetus or whatever a child would say about that. Like, I don't know. I'm sure I said something too Their kids are honest. They lack a filter. They don't know, you know, what can hurt people's feelings and stuff. And when I was a kid, I took it really personally, but as an adult, I don't. I mean, I've told you guys about the first time I ever met Scott's kids. His daughter, I can't even remember how old she was, maybe 8 or something. She walks up to me and goes, "Do you know how I know you're old? You have big thighs." I think she might have said fat thighs. And I was just like, "You know how I know you're Scott's kid? You stink. Nice to meet you." But that's children. I mean, there's not a cruel bone in that girl's body. She has no desire to hurt anyone's feelings. It's just, I'm literally 5 times her size. She was like this big. I'm 6 foot, and I do have huge thighs. To be fair, I do a lot of squats and running. Like, I don't take it personally. I just, hit him back where. Did you scream that there's no Santa Claus? I'd honestly be shocked beyond reason that if Scott told his kids there was a Santa Claus. Does Scott's kid think there's a Santa Claus? I don't know if they think there's Santa or not, to be honest. I'd be shocked. They just got treats. That's why they're so chill right now. They just had cow dicks. I gave them both a cow dick this morning so that they would chill out. So they're very calm now. They had trick treats. I'll do it one day, someday. I was picked on my entire life when I became older. I treat everyone as nice as possible because I remember that shit when I went through as a kid. Same. I try to be kind to people, but I think bullies are created by parent bullies. You know what I mean? Like true kids that are actually kind of cruel, because everybody's been bullied. But the sad thing that I realized growing up is that the kid that bullies, he's learning that behavior somewhere. And it's sadly probably at home. And when you're a kid, you don't know that. Like, you have no idea. You might, but you don't. In general, that's not what I would have thought. Like, oh, they're picking on me because their dad beat them. I was just like, why does that kid keep calling me a beached whale? Like, that was mean and hurt my feelings. That was as far as my thought process went, But I think it all starts at home. And sadly, most kids that are horrible bullies like that are probably being bullied by parents or siblings who were bullied by their parents or otherwise. No child is cruel out of nowhere. Like, no child is evil or has like ill intent at birth. It has to come from somewhere. And that's the truly, truly fucking sad stuff. And that I try to, when I get angry about like hang-ups, like wasting half of what I've lived so far not wearing shorts, going to California and wearing, Union Bay cargo pants because I was so fucking like, don't look at my thigh flesh. It might offend thee. But why? Have you ever in your life gone out in a public place and judged another body in any form? Like, oh, that person shouldn't be wearing shorts. I would go on a limb to say, no. You probably haven't done such a thing. So why do we keep thinking other people are doing it to us? I'm seriously, it's a deep fucking seated bullshit question in my head. Why do we get so wrapped up in like, oh, my jiggly arm or my cleavage is out or my stomach or something, when I have never in my life looked at another human and gone, oh, they shouldn't be wearing that. Ever. Unless it's like Guillermo as a joke in a sausage suit. Like, then maybe I'm like, oh, wow, that doesn't fit. Never in my life. So why would I ever think my mom does it too? But she calls it people watching. And sometimes I think that's where it comes from. But my mom has severe hang-ups about weight and stuff. And I think that's like a projection of hers, which doesn't make it right. But sometimes I wonder, seriously, oh my God, time. My mom would literally take us to the mall and like we had a theater in the mall, so we'd go to watch a movie or something. And if the movie wasn't starting anytime soon, she'd be like, let's just sit on a bench and people watch. But it was just her judging people, like laughing at someone for eating ice cream who was overweight or something. And I'd just be like, I don't feel good doing this. But maybe that's where it comes from. Stupid, because I've never done that. I notice bodies, right? I notice bodies, but I've never had a thought on the lines of like, you don't deserve to wear something. or whatever. Do you guys remember? Oh God, it was when leggings started coming out again, like Lululemon kind of leggings. Like people were actually manufacturing leggings, branding them and shit. It wasn't like the 80s when we were making leggings out of leotards and shit, stuff like that. When they started actually branding them and Lululemon came around, I remember Lululemon made a comment because some of their leggings, like you, if the material stretched too much, it became see-through. But the point of leggings is stretchy skin tight material that doesn't get in your way while you're exercising, right? So we all want it to be kind of skin tight. And some people were like, "Oh, well, you can see my underwear, like it's stretching like beyond the point of it's ridiculous. You can see through them." And the owner said something like spandex is a privilege, not a right. Something like that. And I do not subscribe to that mentality. I've never forgot it. It really fucked me up. Taco Existential, you silly fuck. Thank you so much for raiding my channel today since hosts are gone forever. Welcome, Raiders. My name's Katie, and it's fucking wonderful to see all of you today. How the fuck are you? Welcome, and thank Southern Belle. Southern Belle says thank you to Taco for the gifted resub. Thank you for resubbing the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving an anus its wings. How are you? We're all talking about our stupid body hangups and how we should get over them. I got some of the booty leggings and they actually work. They made my flat white guy butt bubblicious. Fuck yes. I think leggings are for everybody. Fortunately, curvy is now accepted in the broader fashion world. Thank fuck. I mean, it's like it was I feel like it was kind of accepted, but it wasn't accepted. They just made it another form of othering. You know what I mean? Like it was like, sure, we'll make sizes beyond a size 10, I suppose, but we're going to call you plus size or whatever word you want to insert here. Like it was another form of othering, or like in the US at least, they make stores now. Like if you want to go to American Eagle, they'll only carry like through a size 12 in jeans. You have to go to a different store, and that other store, like I can't think of an example, like Torrid or Lane Bryant, will only carry sizes 12 to 28 or something. So there's like, you can't shop with your smaller friends and your smaller friends can't shop with you. And it becomes another form of just othering each other. It upsets. I don't like it. It makes us feel icky about our bodies. I had an old boss that judged too. I remember his comment about some spandex being like, my God, looks like 50 pounds of potatoes in a 30-pound bag. Oh my God. I bet he looks really great naked too. Huh. Yeah. I bet his asshole looks perfectly pink like it did day one. And the fat tax, female tax. Oh my God, Safi and I were just bitching about, or not Safi, excuse me, me and Vissy. So you guys know I have a lot of those little hoodies that are like chopped right here. They're like crop hoodies. I make them on my own. I don't know if anyone knew that. I don't tell anyone that, but Vissy hit me up and she was like, where do you buy all your cute crop hoodies? Because I can't find any. And this is what I found. So if you go on websites that even offer crop hoodies or anything like that, the crop hoodie, like a hoodie for a female that's cut off to here, will be the exact same price as a man's extra large hoodie. The full fucking all the material, real sized hood actually covers your full head. So I just buy the men's hoodies and chop them. And then I get sweatbands and a headband that match my cute crop hoodie. I'm not going to spend money on less. What? It's like thong underwear. You can buy a thong, a fucking G-string with a triangle this big for your puss lips, and it'll be the same price as granny panties that go down to my knees. I don't get it. I'm not making my own thongs, but none of it makes any sense. I'm not going to pay for it. Like, that's the way I'm with hoodies. I'll buy the men's and I'll fucking chop it up and I'll get 2 pieces of clothing out of it. Fuck yourself. That's why I learned how to sew. That shit pisses me off. It's stupid. Is my precious boy. My mic is always in his fucking face because where he stands. Wanna come say hi? My boy. Boy. This is Trick. You're on my cable, Bubba. This is my nope, dogs barked outside. We're upset now. Did you just bait your brother? She's such a bitch. Lilith will bait him off my lap with like that. She'll bark like something's happening, but nothing's happening. She's just trying to get him off my lap. She's such a bitch. See what just happened? Lilith is a cunt. You're a cunt. You're a mean girl. You're a mean girl. Make your own thongs. I don't know. I'd be afraid to like slice my ass. Granny panties are probably cheaper. They are. Usually. It comes down to the fact that you're not paying for the material. You're paying for the sweatshop labor and logistics to ship. I believe that 100%. Like, I believe that. I know there's probably logistics to it, but I'm still going to buy the men's hoodie and chop it up and get more pieces of clothing out of it because I'm cheap. I'm a cheap banana hoe. Tall tax is also a thing, and I'm not like freakishly tall either. Right? I'm not freakishly tall either, but because I have freakishly tall legs, I have to buy pants online. I've never bought pants in a store. I have a 35-inch inseam, if that means anything to anyone. I have dumb long legs. And every store I've ever been to, I'm like, the waist fits perfect, but I need about 6 inches on the length. They'll be like, oh, we can order that for you. I'm so glad I came to the mall for the person at the mall to fucking order me something. I haven't been to a mall in like 10 years, by the way. It feels good. Oh, yeah. My legs are dumb, Mickey. They're dumb long. Dumb. Taco, thank you very much for gifting a sub to Mcredible. Mcredible, I really like your name. Thank you for being here today to accept these wings upon your anus. Go forth and be consensual in every way. We appreciate you. It's just like having big tits. Yeah, oh God. See, I don't suffer that, but that's got to be terrible. Like, I don't have to buy bras. I can live in, like, bralettes and sports bras, but people with big boobs, oh my God, bras are a ripoff. $50 a pop for underwire hell. It's like they think you have big tits. You only want to wear ugly-ass bras for grannies. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Exactly. 6'3" here with long legs. Only place I can buy jeans is Costco. Right, though? I just know, like, if I'm going to buy jeans, I know exactly where to get them. It's American Eagle. I have to go online, and I know the exact style, and I know the size. And if they ever stop selling them, I will never buy jeans again. Just not going to do it. Because it's fucking... I mean, anywhere else you go that has a 35-inch inseam, it's going to be like, you know, Buckle. If anybody remembers the store Buckle from the mall, where it was like all the jeans were fucking bedazzled to hell all over the ass cheeks. That's the only other place where you could buy jeans that were long enough, but I don't want bedazzling on my ass. It's big enough. I don't need a flashy asshole. I'm good, but that's it. Like, there's nowhere else. It's just a crapshoot. Pink tax is gross, by the way. Did you hear, Alchemy, that Scotland, I believe Scotland and Spain now, all female hygiene products are free, I believe? Correct me if I'm wrong. This happened a couple weeks ago. So basically, women get paid less for her time and had to pay more for most of her stuff too. I try not to get bitter about that, but sometimes I think about like the amount of time I need in the morning to get ready versus Zach, and we do the same thing for a living. Like, he can lay in bed, teeth unbrushed, like nothing, until 15 minutes before his stream. And all he's got to do is like water on the skull, brush his teeth. He starts streaming, looks fucking great, and is at the top of his game. If I did that, every single one of you would think I was sick. I would put money on it. Every single person that came to stream would be like, wow, Katie, you seem really tired today. Are you okay? Are you doing all right? You seem out of it. I could never do that because I have hair and a body to wash. No, not near the... All right, we got to take a break. Otherwise, I'm going to get even more angry than usual, and I'm going to want to kill my poodles. If they unplug something, today won't go well. Oh, man. Right? It's just not fair. It feels it's very like, yeah. Like when I'm like, hey, I need to go to sleep. Otherwise, I'm not going to get any sleep. Why? You don't have to wake up for like 8 hours. My stream is in 8 hours. No, I have to wake up in 5 because I got to run, and then I got to run my stupid children, and then I got to do all the things that make me not smell like garbage. It feels very unfucking fair. I try not to be bitter about it because it's no one's fault, but also, fuck yourself. I'll be right back. I have to pee and take my dogs out before I murder them. Thank you all for coming and hanging out with me today and putting up with my absolute trash mood. I haven't slept in a day and I'm an anxious mess, but I appreciate you hanging out with me regardless. I'll be back in a few. my fucking thing doesn't work. Don't touch it, Katie. Don't be stupid. Welcome back. I hope you peed and washed your hands. Subtle pressure on women. It's rough out there. Eat that extra serving. Wear those booty shorts. I think society pressure is on all of us, but I 100% agree. Everyone, like, life is never guaranteed for anybody, no matter how old you are or what your age is, what your health status is. It's not guaranteed for anybody. Like, eat a cupcake if you want a fucking cupcake and stop worrying about what everybody thinks, because most people just don't fucking matter at all. Like, you know, the people, like, it's so contrite to say, but the people who matter don't give a fuck. They care about this and what comes out of this and the quality of this. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck that you're wearing shorts. Zoe, you should get a cupcake and, you know, fuck it. Oh, I wanted to tell you I had like a weird, like, I mean, you guys are going to be like, yeah, duh, Katie, but you know, sometimes when you're feeling crazy, your thoughts aren't working like they should. I'm going to cheers first, though, if anybody would like to cheers. Oh. You could totally easily make Furby cupcakes. This would be horrifying. Cheers. It's kind of chilly outside. I was able to put my sweater back on regardless of the sweaty anxiety. It's weird. Weather got weird. Cheers. That was a really hard hit. It was so white. Holy balls. I don't know what the strain is. I ground it up last night, but damn. Okay. Ooh, woo, back. Oh, woo. Oh, woo. It's dual meeting right now. Ooh, woo. Good Lord. River, go cheers. We'll be here. We will be here. I used to step out to cheers on all my breaks. Don't worry about it. This is the first place I've ever lived where I got to smoke inside. It's very nice. That being said, like, weed doesn't stick like cigarettes. I would never smoke weed inside if it's stuck like cigarette tar does, you know? My grandma smoked her whole life, and when she passed away, we went to clean her house, and we thought her walls were beige. That they're not. They were white. They were stark white. It was just tar buildup on the walls and on the curtains from her smoking in the house for years and years. Weed smoke doesn't do that. The smell doesn't stick. There's no tar buildup anywhere. Like, I'm in a huge room, too, so that helps a lot. But if it was stinky ass nasty, like it was going to affect other people in the house, because Zach doesn't smoke, I would never. Like, that's gross. I don't want to stank in my house like that. Molten Kevlar. Thank you, Kendo, for my gift sub. Was missing my favorite lewd lady. Signed back into Twitch, and here we are. Molten, welcome back, honey boo. And thank you for saying thank you. And thank you for resubbing the class, keeping the class alive, and giving Nate his swings. Amber, fit. Cheers. And thank you for subbing the class, keeping the class alive, and giving Nate his swings. I love it here, too. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. So, my weird cathartic thought last night. So, usually when I get kind of sad, you know, my anxiety is getting weird and I can't sleep, so I'm starting to, like, cry and just get depressed about it. I start getting into that mode of, like, I don't feel like I have a purpose, really, to exist. Like, I don't have a reason for getting up. I don't have, like, a drive, because I don't really have anything in my life right now that's, like, exciting or new or different. I don't have a game I'm really into. I don't have, like, an art project I'm working on right now. Nothing's really caught me recently. And so I start getting in that, like, what is the point of me? Like, why do I subject people to me? Like, my job, quote unquote, is streaming, which is sharing my experiences with you guys, listening to your guys' experience and talking about them. Like, that's what we do all day. And I start to get in this mode of, like, why do I even do it? I'm not interesting. I'm just repeating myself every day. Like, I don't have anything to offer anyone. And, you know, I know that's my anxiety and depression. So I was, like, talking about it. And I had, like, I said it out loud. I was like, wow, the reason I have such a rewarding community and life is kind of because of my neurodivergence and sharing it. Which is, it was, like, the dumbest, like, duh. Like, that's why we're here, to support each other all the time. Like, that's why we hang out. We're friends. We support each other. We're here to vent and celebrate good news and all that. But I can't, for the life of me, apply it to myself. Ever. And I need, like, it's the weirdest thing. It has something to do with, like, self-worth or something like that. I know it's at its core. But when you get in your own head about it, like, there's no other voice. It's just your own head, like cyclically going through like, what's the point? It's very odd. But also, like, without being who I am, I wouldn't have you guys. So I'm thankful for who I am, but also like, fuck you, brain. Right? It's very confusing. But also, you have to be like grateful for the weirdest things sometimes. Because when you think about them in the grand scheme, they have been insanely rewarding. It correlationally, I guess. Good morning, Octoberville. Good morning, Black Bloom. How are you, love? That's how I grew up. Dad smoked inside my life, my whole life. 2 packs a day, and I was probably breathing. Oh my God. Just the cloud. I've never had to live with anybody that smokes cigarettes inside, thank God. My grandfather gave me his car when he retired. I cleaned it out. It took forever to get the tar stain gunk off everything. It's pretty wild how that shit builds up. I think, like, if you remember those late night, infomercials of like OxyClean, where they took a really dirty curtain and dripped it in the OxyClean and it came out all like blue white. I think my parents had to do that to most of the stuff in the house because it was just yellow. It was pretty stained. But weed does not do that. Weed doesn't have a tar, component to it, for one thing, but it doesn't. I mean, I've been smoking weed for years. It does not stick. If I don't smoke weed in the house, it doesn't smell like weed. It's very, I don't know why. I don't know the difference between the vapors, but there's a very distinct difference. It's freaking good self-realization. I get so mad at myself when I have moments like that because it doesn't stop the anxiety, Imposter syndrome trying to get you down. Dude, it's the worst. Everybody has it. Like, why are we so stuck with that? Why can't we just feel okay? It's funny because I woke up today and thought I could really use some Katie today. And I woke up today thinking, like, I am so anxious and stressed. However, I selfishly really need my community today. Like, that was quite literally my thoughts. Like, I needed to have a group of people to fucking just laugh at dumb shit with. So you just need it. Good, you can recognize it and try to process it. I think that's a huge part of it. Self-realization, self-actualization, like realizing what's going on is a huge step in not spiraling out for no reason. When you can step back from the spiral and be like, yo, you're getting into that existential, like, what is my purpose? I have no purpose in this life. Da-da-da-da-da. Like, you get in this, like, why? There is no answer. That's one thing. There is no purpose. We're just like, please. But I think a big part of it is just finding some sort of happiness or joy. And my biggest issue is I have to switch it up. I get very bored very easily. I can't repetitively do the same thing over and over. Otherwise, it kills all joy I might have ever gotten from that thing. I think that's ADD, though, really. Hi. Cigarette smoke isn't bad for your health. Wait. Cigarette smoke isn't just bad for your health. It can cause tar and nicotine stains on walls and just about anything else it comes into prolonged contact with. Tar and nicotine stains hold the stale odor of cigarettes, so cleaning them is the most effective way to eliminate. Yep, that's what they had to do to sell the house, yeah. Never forget, no matter how down one gets, you've got a post on IG of a lady in leg warmers with space boobs. Now that might be trite or dismissive. It's not. But 100 years from now, someone somewhere is going to see that and think, I need to know this person. They'll hit the VODs, find a new appreciation for the next generation. That is a really weird concept to think about. Like the internet footprint, just in general, and how big it is. Giggity. It's finding the silver lining. I live for the silver lining. If I have any personality trait that is like my strongest and my weakest point of my personality, it is hope. I can hope forever. I've stayed in dead relationships for years because I just hope. I can hope until the fucking dogs howl to the moon and Jupiter's. I don't know. I can hope forever. It's terrible. I hate it. I wish I could kill it, but it's kind of just my like sin. I can search for, the positive side of the silver lining, and I can try to give people credit where credit's not due. And it can be my biggest downfall. I can really put myself at a disadvantage because of that, and I don't like it. But it can also be good because I do tend to make friends because I give people the benefit of the doubt as opposed to just like face value judging. Oh my God. We have a couple links to look at. I completely forgot. Did I just close one? No, I didn't. Okay, good. We have a video on white supremacy that I really want to watch that is Christopher Titus. Very funny person. Very intelligent person. And then we have Dog Tax. I will do Dog Tax post because the dog is so cute. It'll be a good whitewash of our brain. Not to bring up the white again. You know what I mean? Fuck yeah, Koto. You feel okay for once? I'm not sleeping, man. I wish. Sleep for me.
Hail Satan.
I need some sleep. My purpose in consuming food until I die because I like cooking. I just want to feel good, and it makes me feel good to make others laugh. And so I think I just need to like pursue that. The person that we're talking to asked them if someone gave you your art, would it be good enough? Wait, I saw a TikTok artist talk. I only saw half of that message and then it loaded. That was weird. I saw a TikTok artist talking about how they recently mind-fucked themselves into getting out of their imposter syndrome. The person they were talking to asked them if someone gave you your art, would it be good enough for you? If someone gave you your art, would it be good enough for you? Holy shit. That hurts my soul. That is real talk right there. Whoa. Whoa, that was pretty good, though. That's pretty good. In a painful way. Koto, I'm not really into any video games lately. I have nothing that's really like caught me. I don't know. I wish. But nothing's really got me today or lately at all. I'm trying. Like Destiny, I've kind of fucked around with, but I still can't stream it yet. I'm still working on the OBS thing. Don't worry. Gassy, thank fuck, helped me a lot. Gave me some cool tips. But yeah, I don't know. I've tried a bunch of new games lately, and nothing's like grabbing me. You know, when you get like hyper focused into a game and you can't stop thinking about it. I haven't had that forever, and I want it. What court hearing? Which one? Yeah, which one? Wow, what a world we live in. Any opinions on the Queen? Oh, my opinion on it is it's really weird how much people care about it. Like, I feel very bad for her family. That's about it, though. Really, I have no, like... That was one of the weirdest things I learned. The first time I ever went to London and hung out with my London friends when I was there was that the royal family is just a tourist attraction. That's it. At this point, they represent whatever you want them to represent at this point. So it's very weird to me how, like, people not only just care. My legs are really cold. The fan's blowing right at them. Sorry. The people care so much that they'll like go on full fucking like battle war grounds Twitter threads to like attack someone who made a meme about it, and it's weird to me how much people care. It's sad. I mean, she lived a really good long life though. That 96 is fucking like good job. You got there. She had some cute corgis. Like, she seems like she had a good time. I don't know. Death comes for everybody, you know?
You came back.
Oh, Kendo.
Dude, for real,
Thank
though.
you.
Hail some Satan.
Good morning, Time. How are you, love? Good morning, Cursed Oaf. How are you? Classic Chunk just subbed. Thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving an 8 swings for 2 months in a row. I appreciate you. And hail.
Hail the Dank Lord? Yep, hail the Dank Lord.
Please don't believe the media. Most of us don't give a shit. We're trying hard not to starve and freeze. Anyway, happy birthday or Halloween or something. Right? I feel really like I'm such like a dark cloud when it comes to that stuff. But people die every fucking day. Like young people that shouldn't be dying, who just can't afford healthcare, are dying all the time. Old people are dying all the time. People fucking die all the time. Like if it was a family member, like I'd be really broken up about it. But it's just like, I totally believe that most of the UK doesn't really give a shit. I think it's just internet warriors, like, you know, the keyboard fighters that are like out there to be offended because they want to be offended about something. They don't have any other problems in their life or something. Najeel, thank you for the biddies. They're a symbol, right? Yeah, depending on who you're talking to, it's a symbol of evil or adoration. Yeah. Yep. And to me, it's nothing. I just don't. She's the face on a note. Death just wanted to be friends.
Hail Satan.
Right, Amber? It's like more. I feel more ambiguity about it. I'm just kind of. Isn't her son kind of a shithead? That's the only thing that, like, when I heard his name, I was like, wait, isn't he a bad guy? Like, that sounds like a bad thing, but I don't. And we talked about how, like, people like to attack the royal family and stuff, which is fine. Attack who you want to attack. But none of them really have a choice. I would never want to be born into a position like that. Like the kids, anybody born in those families, you're born into a job of just like what you look like, and you do charity and you do things to make the family look good. Like that sucks too. So I have a lot of pity for that. Fucking Coro just gifted 5 subs in the chat. You silly shit. Thank you. Good morning, Dead Kel. How are you? Ding. How are you? Good morning. Kozo. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Dez, Arc Sky, Zimrin, Sheriff Fox, and Corey Unloaded. You're all but wizards of the highest order. Please go forth and be consensual in every way. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Day 3 of a 3-day training. Oh, fuck yeah. Dude, you're almost done, though. Just pick your cuticles off. You'll be fine. You're almost done. At the end of day 3, you're fine. You'll get there. Same with Canada. We're still considered part of the British Commonwealth, right? And that's like, there's places like Fiji still has her face on all their money. And I think Jamaica is also a Commonwealth. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's a lot of places that probably don't celebrate. And it's nothing, I don't think it's personally against her. I think it's just like, fuck the royal family. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. That seems to be the overall like anger. Hi, Reneus. How are you? The nonce, the one that's becoming king. The one that's king now. To me, it's just kind of surreal. 70 years is a long time. That it does feel surreal. I would say that. Yeah, absolutely. A significant chunk of the world's population that never lived in a world without Queen Elizabeth. My mom, she ruled longer than my mother's been alive. I realized. I was listening to Trevor Noah talk about it. She ruled from 1952, and my mom was born in 1953. My mom's still alive. Like, it is surreal. I think she's the longest seated British ruler, right? Stressed? Boo. It affects nobody. It affects nothing. It's just something for people to go mental over. King Charles is mostly an okay guy. He does a huge amount for nature charities. Oh, good. Had his wife killed, though. Oh. I mean, isn't that kind of the way, though? I've seen a lot of memes about Diana, like, waiting at the pearly gates for her mom and not letting her in and shit like that. They're funny, but I don't understand them personally because I don't follow the royal family. And I was really young when Diana died. Like, what year did she die? I was so young, I don't even think I knew who she was. I just remember the purple Beanie Baby. Yeah, I was 8. So my cognition of that year was not high. Thank you for the hype train, by the way. I'm a butt wizard now. Do I still have to poop, or can I magic someone else into doing it for me? That's called assmancery. That's the next level. It takes a little bit of practice, but I have faith in you. I'm legit not okay. Same, though. I think a lot of people are having a hard time right now, and I don't know why. I'm struggling. I'm there with you, man. Empathy. Lots of it. You could replay that video to get a list of the countries. Dude. That's true. Oh, the video. Fuck. I have it up. Sorry. I get very distracted easily. Oh, no king yet. Okay, so he has to be coronated and shit. So they technically don't have anyone until he does some, like, sit on something and hold something and humana. My sister ran into my room, woke me up shouting, Princess Diana's dead. I farted, went back to sleep. If that isn't the part. Thanks for the bits. Oh, fuck me. That was funny. I'm sorry, that was funny. Her death was a little tragic. She was very young, but that's funny. Farts are always funny. I don't fart like more than once every 6 years, so it's funny when farts happen. Crimson, thank you so much for resummoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving any swings. And Kendo, thank you for the biddies. I got your link. Thank you. We have a video to watch that has nothing to do with the Queen at all. But we have a couple links that I have saved up for us to watch and laugh at together. Imagine if Mickey Mouse died. Minnie or Child would take his place. That's the royal family in the UK. You know, I heard that they're gonna take Walt's name out of the Walt Disney World because of all of his, his past. I don't know how to put that. You know what I mean. Thank you for the biddies. What the fuck? Mayo and Najil, thank you so much for tipping biddies to the channel and supporting whatever the fuck this is. I appreciate you. Anti-Semite? Yeah, he was a big ol' anti-Semite. Like, literally made cartoon videos for the Hitler regime on how to name your child from the name of approved names by Hitler. I saw the video when I was in college. It was a rip copy, and it was very scary. They're real. Those are real. I saw it back in the dark days of the internet. It wasn't as difficult to find that shit. I'm not that good. It just was there. But I've seen it, and it's terrible. But yeah, I think they're actually going to remove his name from shit, which is interesting. I'm a filthy American. I just knocked my trash can over. I'm a filthy American, not fully aware of the UK politics. Same and ditto. But from what I've read, Elizabeth was one hell of a human being. Worked in the motor pool of mechanics as a teen during World War II. Yep, I've heard that as well, yeah. Threw misogynist ideas right in the face of other world leaders by personally driving a car for foreign heads of certain states. Yeah, she's done good. And then, this whole business with her redhead son marrying a black woman, like, theoretically, she asked, oh, but what if the child is dark? So does it excuse, does good behavior excuse bad behavior? Who's to judge? Fuck, she didn't have any effect on my life other than I got to go there and use her money with her face on it. I'm sad for her family, but it seems like she lived a good long life. So Elizabeth also refused to employ non-white people in her 60s. Right? Like, it's kind of like, who are we to judge? I don't choose to chill with people who seem to be racist, bigoted or otherwise, regardless of good things they do. But you also can't not recognize good things they did. I don't know. What do you do? She's dead. It's sad. I hope. What do you do? I don't know. I don't think it has any effect on anything. It's like a celebrity dying, right? Basically, it's kind of like a celebrity dying. Long lived the queen, dude. 70 years on the seat, man. That's some time. That is some fucking time. Doctor Who featured the Doctor Who featured a black Queen Elizabeth, a descendant once. No shit. When? Wait, I might not have seen it yet. Is it one of the newer episodes? I don't remember that. Interesting. Eat some ramen. Get some ramen in your body. Imagine how British people are portrayed on American TV. Multiply that by 20. Add in an incestuous rooted racism and sense of entitlement. UK royalty. But behind bars. Because they don't have a choice, right? Like, if you're born royal, you're royal. Like, you just are. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I really don't know. I'll put let's watch the video while we talk. But I think you're just, if you're born royal, you're royal, and that's your life. I don't think they have a choice, which I love a self-deprecating comic, man. It's time to knock down Whitey. Amen. 100% hallelujah.
Hail Satan, let's get it. God damn, that's beautiful. Fuck.
Oh my god, you missed him? I've never lived in a place where he was live. Like, he mainly toured, in the early 2000s, and that's when I was in college and shit, so I was poor and not going to shows. But I don't ever see him anymore, and it sucks. But his name? Oh, let me give you the link, sorry. Christopher Titus is his name, and I will give you the link for his game. That was fucking hilariously great. Fuck. I love a good stand-up, man. The names really got me. That was beautiful. Yeah, he must be doing a stand-up like a special or something, yeah. Fun fact, my name is Chinese Vietnamese. It means bright light or light bringer. Ooh, that's beautiful. My name means pure and virginal, so my full name is like pure, virginal, reborn strawberry. He lives in Titusville? That is perfect. How could he not? He tours down here? No shit. That's awesome. Have you ever got to see him? I feel like he'd be great to see live. Born and raised in Miami, Florida, the only white boy for miles. And frankly, I've traveled elsewhere and always missed home. You know what's weird is I get really uncomfortable in rooms that are too white. And I'm white. But when I look around and I notice that it is only white people in a room, I get kind of like, I don't want to be here. And that is weird. A Virgin Mary, I know, right? I dressed up as a sister of sin one time. That was fun. Lucifer means light bringer. I think I did know that. I read the Bible once. It was a bad time. It starts feeling I'm about to be hate crimed. Andrew, I wasn't going to say it, but yes. It starts to feel like I'm about to be hate crimed, or at least a hate crime is going to go down, or that maybe I'm not at the right show. Like, I'm not at the comedian I think I am going to see, and I'm like, oh no. I just like, same. It's very weird. That being said, I did live in Baltimore for a long time, so I'm pretty used to not being in areas that are all white, which is safer feeling, to be honest. He's coming to Philly. Oh my God, go see him. You have to tell me if his new. I wonder if this seems very recent. This circuit. It seemed like he was naming some pretty recent names, so maybe this is part of his new thing. I don't know. Makes it feel like the RNC. Like everyone's gonna pull out their little white pointy hat, and I'm gonna be there like, oh no. I'm not supposed to be here today. Help. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel that strongly. It's a weird feeling, but yeah. It's like I'm very, oh man, who was licking produce, man? It was crazy white people. They nuts. What up, Eliza? How are you? We have this video. It's like a minute that breaks down. It says this remains an all-time story about the queen, a story about the queen. Since we were talking about her dying anyways. How are you, Eliza? Fucking heartwarming. That's beautiful. I can imagine, again, like we were talking about being born royal and shit, like you getting a chance to not be recognized, you'd probably want that. Like you probably wouldn't ruin that. I imagine being humble is something you kind of crave. I don't know though. Maybe. I'm sorry about cows and Trump people. I'm so sorry. Most of my neighbors are Mexican. Like they play mariachi on the weekends and do barbecue and stuff, and it's awesome, and their yards smell like heaven. So I don't think they're Trump people. Walks into a room with white people. Oh, the white meeting was today. I'm a go. Yeah. Oh, it was the white meeting. Gotta go. Gotta run. Bye. Yeah, yep. Yep. Huh. I'd be out real fucking bad. I've experienced a white collar dude spouting corporate platitudes on a job site. Afterwards, looked at my boss, who was Puerto Rican, and said, I think I'm only racist to white people. But he lost his shit and damn near fell off the ladder he was standing on. I kind of feel that way a lot. Like, I don't trust the whiteys. Man, I mean, even in, like, I live in a very, very Spanish, very Mexican neighborhood, town, whatever you want to call it, area of the state. And I only have to drive a couple miles away and I'll see Confederate flags on people's trucks and shit. And I'm just like, what in the fuck world is this? What is going on? I don't even remember what I made my title. Everybody poops. Everybody sharts. It's facts. Yeah, racism's been over, didn't you know? We fixed it. That's why people have way too many bad apples. There's just bad apples everywhere. I feel like white people aren't willing to call them out. It's weird. I don't get it. Like we try to excuse, like, well, they did this and this and this that was good, and it's like, does good behavior excuse bad, bad behavior? Not like a child, like bad behavior, but like, being a racist, bigoted piece of shit. I don't think so. There's a new fly. Are you talking about like the snake one? The like, don't tread on me snake? I've seen that one too. There's a couple different there's I mean, we know there's the I always forget. It's Jew Witches. Jew Witches is the website, not even shitting you. Like Jew Itches. Jew Witches. And it's a website that outlines all of the like secret symbols and secret whatever bullshit that communities like that use to like identify each other in public that you and I might not even know about yet because it's not like a straight up swastika or something like that. And it's disgusting. I mean, they've tried to steal so many like Norse runes and Norse culture because they think Vikings were blonde hair, blue-eyed white supremacists, which as my eloquent stepfather would say, that's what you get for thinking. Like there's a lot. And as much as I don't like looking at it, I want to know if my neighbor's a racist piece of shit. Because I don't want to be their neighbor anymore. Like, I don't want anything to do with that. I don't want to be near that shit. I don't, like, at all. So it's important to me to know that if some neighbor of mine has some random Norse rune, just one, on their windshield of their car or something, like, maybe that's their ignorance is showing, you know? It's like their ignorance is showing. The fuck does that mean? The snake? It's like a rattlesnake. You know, if you're like walking through fields, if you step on a rattlesnake, it might bite your leg. So it's like a yellow flag with a rattlesnake on it, and it stands for "Don't tread on me." Because in the South, we just do things a certain way. That's the stereotype of it. It's everywhere, though. I've never lived in the stereotypical. The Southest I've ever lived is Maryland, and even that state, like arguably, it's North and South. Who knows? Like it's just a terrible. Like it's everywhere. It just stands for hate. That's it. Don't you know Scandinavia means absolute masculinity? That's what they like. That's what they're trying to emulate, and it's just like so fucking dumb. It's so dumb. It's like the dumbest. It makes them look even more dumb. Thank you, Glut. Glut posted the Jew Witches website. I appreciate you. I don't excuse it. I'm just fucking afraid to get shot. I live in an open carry state. Dude, I get it. I don't want to be shot either. I'm not going to approach any of those people. Like I'm not the person that's going to approach them. I'm going to laugh at them. And hate them, but I'm not gonna get shot. I might get shot. Like they're very stupid. I'd argue to say they probably don't know how to use a gun. True North ancestors were blue-eyed with darker skin. No shit. I believe that. Greatest compliment I've ever experienced multiple times is a group of Latinos talking shit whenever race comes up. Sideways glance would direct my way, and someone says, nah, that motherfucker's Cuban, whether he knows it or not. Oh. See, and that's just because race probably isn't a thing. Like, I think, I don't know. It's hard to put into words. I don't know. Hi, Trekkie. How are you, love? They might have taken it from the military. I wouldn't doubt that. They try to commandeer things from all other like subcultures that have nothing to do with white supremacy at all, or shouldn't. They could also be pagan. Astru has been fighting the association with white supremacy for ages. Oh, there's tons of symbols they're trying to take all across different religions and scopes of spiritual practice. They just steal. There's nothing original about the Proud Boys or whatever the fuck they want to call themselves. Oh, is it from the American Revolution? Like the snake and everything? They're kind of like the slow ones in kindergarten that don't quite get why people share.
Is it depression? Is it anxiety? Do I have ADHD? Am I just lazy? Am I burned out? What the fuck is wrong with me?
You're racist. I'm sorry, I'm dead inside. Wait, what did... the Vikings take over lands and keep slaves as well. So what the fuck? I guess keep on the tradition means just keep being stupid. That's like, yeah. It's like, look at these times when we were stupid in the past. That was a more beautiful time. Let us be stupid like that again. That's what it sounds like. My neighbor in Texas named her cute golden puppy Brandon so she could say, let's go Brandon all the time. I don't want that. That dog needs to be confiscated. That's just sad. Ooh, tell me about your neighbor. I love getting fired up. She's an older woman, open Trump supporter, and is flying the flag upside down. The American flag? Is that a thing they do? Like Trumpers? To fly it upside down? Wow, that's disrespectful. And it makes me so uncomfy, even though I could care less about flag laws. I kind of feel the same. Like even just flying a flag in your front yard is kind of weird to me. But that seems like quite as like that's wow. Funny thing is, the neighbor 2 houses down put up a pride flag and a BLM flag literally the next day. Fuck, that's beautiful. Still uncomfy. Yeah, I would be uncomfy with that. I would be uncomfy with that. You fly a flag upside down when the country's in distress. It's saying we're not okay. Okay, so that is a thing. And so that's Trumpers saying we're not, that's this Trumper saying we're not okay. I mean, I would, like, I was taught, like, I don't know. I don't really remember, but it can't touch the floor. Exactly. Okay, cool. So it is a thing. It's not just like an independent, like, fuck the country. Because to me, if I saw an upside down flag, my instant reaction would be like, oh, are they like anti-military or something? What up, Slave? Happy Faded Friday. How are you, love? My son used to ride his bike in front of her house. Now I'm like, ick. Yeah, I wouldn't. That shit's so creepy. That is just ick. I didn't grow up with neighbors, so I never had to do that kind of shit. And now that I have neighbors, I'm like hyper aware of them. Better than I was earlier this week. Getting better. Good. I'm glad. It's historically the same thing as SOS. Okay. I haven't seen that anywhere. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. The idea of a group of 19-year-old boys walking down a street. Proud Boys, don't forget. Walking down the street with fucking tiki torches in hand is laughable. Go ahead and make your statement as best you can. That's your right. Cause trouble. Cause any trouble around these parts, and you'll find out just how American all these foreigners actually are. It's that's like the least of the bad words they call them. Yeah, the behavior is just so fucking bizarre for the Proud Boys. Like, for one thing, they stole boys from the gays. They stole Proud from the gays. Like, but they seem to hate us and really not they don't like that I munch on puss and dick but yet and they really don't like if you fuck a butt. And yet the Proud Boys. Like, I don't like not do you, like, if someone just said, "Oh, there's Proud Boys at the Pride Parade today," I'd be like, "Is that like a new group of queens? Like, are they like hella proud? Like, what's up? Is it Metallic Rainbow Day? Like, I don't get it." Like, that I would never in my life be like, "Oh, is that a hate group out to hurt people for living different?" In my life, Proud Boys is so gay. Arguably, though, these people that are super against, anyone different that's not like white and male and straight and het and whatever the fuck you want to put on it, like, they think about what the gays do in their bedroom more often than, maybe even the gays, which is really fucking gay. You know what I mean? And then they're like, "But we're the Proud Boys. Tinky, tinky. I'm ready." You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow. So fucking gay. Trekkie, amen. Just let people love. If it's consensual between two consenting adults, fucking love. I mean, what happened to being into love? I don't know. I think honestly though, I listen to a lot of his history podcasts, like ancient history about like Egypt and shit like that. And it's whenever any governing system hits a point of prosperity where their community outside of the royals can focus on actual marriage and, building wealth, someone comes down on them. Always. It is the cycle. Someone who has no hugs in their life aims to kill all the people who hug still. And it just keeps happening over and over and over. The more history podcasts I keep binging, I'm just like, oh, everyone hates love. And it's so fucking confusing. I saw a poll that a large percentage of the homophobe Republicans were actually still in the closet. I mean, we've made that joke for years, but I wouldn't doubt it. The Asatru Folk Assembly, the fuck is that? Are roots are in the Viking Brotherhood, founded by Macmillan. McNallen was one of the earliest advocates in the United States of reconstructing Germanic paganism. Okay, so without reading this entire thing, are they a white supremacist group? Or are they a group that's into Nordic culture? I don't want to read it right now. Yes. They are a white supremacist group. Sick. So they are bad. Good to know. Awesome. Are they the ones trying to steal Scandinavian culture and like say it's white supremacy bullshit? In America. Well, it sounds like so in Scandinavia, there's the Asatru. This is called the Asatru Folk Assembly. Are they different? Other than, I mean, we know they're different, but the name, are they actually named different? Talk about self-hate, huh? Yeah. There's a lot of self-loathing in those groups. Go to work, pay your taxes. Beyond that, I could give a fuck. Find an SO that makes you smile and soldier on, and maybe a dog. Dogs are great. It's nice and confusing. Hey, that's what we're here to be educated about, though. I'd rather know. The Dallop podcast is comedy history podcast. I would recommend Dallop. Ooh, I will. It's fun because I didn't have a great exposure to like actual history lessons in any port of other than college. So it's fun to kind of get like, you know, the holes filled in. It actually all started with watching Drunk History. I was like, wait, do I actually think history is kind of interesting? I've never heard of any of these people. It's incredible. I'm honestly afraid for Americans if Trump's going to win again. Honestly, I hope something happens just so he can't run. That's it. Guys, we need to take a break and run an ad. It's been a couple hours and I need to piss the beasts, probably. They're good, Koto. Tired, but good. Ooh, did I miss it? Fuck, hold on. Oh, I did. Fuck my dicks. Thank you. Okay, we'll watch that when we get back. Hold on. I got it. I got to pee really bad. I can't think when I got to pee. Ooh, I have a respiratory nurse question. Can I pee? Or is it, because I'll totally wait. I will wait. I can think through a pee if it's for science. Because who can't? It's crack. But I'm here for you, love. Pee first? Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I would never abandon you. I'm just going to pee real quick and pee my dogs. I'll be back in a few minutos. Stand up, stretch your dicks, wash your hands, your piss mittens, if you will. Take your joy. Oh, crack your back. Ew! And make some coffee and do what you gotta do. And I'll be back in a few minutes. And that doesn't work. Don't click it, Katie. I need my stream deck back. Remember, I had to get leg warmers, man. It got chilly fast, dude. The weather in the mountains is so weird. It changes so damn fast. It's like, it was hot, and then it's not. Now it's just fucking cold. Please excuse. I took the dogs out, and it was windy, and the wind took all the heat and anything in me that made heat. I bled out. It's on now. Welcome back. F this and A. Oh, yes. Are you familiar with Montelukast, also singular. I know singular. Hold on, let me see if it has a different name here. Singular, yes, very familiar with singular. Let me see if this has a different name here. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, is it an inhaler? What's in it? Oh, it's a tablet. Comes as a tablet, a chewable tablet, and granules to take by mouth. Montelukast is usually taken once a day without food. Treat asthma should be taken in the evening when blah 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 blah. I have never heard of that one. Strangely, I've never heard of anyone eating, like actually chewing and eating a pill. I forgot my coffee. Oh, fuck. I don't have water either, but coffee counts, right? Shitballs. I was like my instinct was fine, not cold. Brr. Oh, they condemned the AFA. Okay, that makes sense. No, that makes a lot of sense. I would too. A button. Thank you for subbing the class, keeping class alive, and giving me a swing split. I appreciate you. It's been a wonderful 33 months and some. Isn't that good music? I know that is music from Hades, which actually I was thinking of playing today, because Hades is a game that always works. And it's fun to play and it brings me joy. I did start an entire new playthrough simply to actually listen to all the dialogue with you guys, because I have a playthrough that has like a bajillion hours where I didn't listen to anything. I picked my slipper off and I couldn't find it. Cocky, thank you so much for Son of the Class. Son of the Class, keeping the class alive and giving it 8 swings. Wait, it's Cocky Jr.'s birthday? Oh, happy birthday, happy birthday. This is your day to have a lot of fun. We were waiting for the celebrating. This is your day. So happy birthday to the spawn. I hope it's wonderful. Did I miss it? Oh shit, I did. Yes, it's a tablet. My hospital and my doc had me on it for years. Turns out it has a fucking FDA warning. I wasn't gonna read that out loud, but the very first thing on here is montelukast may cause serious or life-threatening mental health changes while you're taking this medication or after treatment is stopped. I wish I knew what was in it. Is it a steroid? It is not a steroid. It works in a different way to reduce inflammation. Your GP or asthma nurse may prescribe montelukast, brand name Singular. Wait. So montelukast is Singular? So they're the same thing. So the only time I've ever seen Singular used is it's crushed in like a little pod and you inhale the dust from the pill. But it's only usually used in hospital or with people with like end-stage COPD and shit like that. Yeah, I would definitely talk to your doctor. Literally, all I did was go to the Medline for Hopkins to search the drug, like the drug category, and the very first thing, a huge warning that's all red came up. That would make me it wouldn't be my first choice if there's other options available for you. Because damn, you know what I'm saying? Did he hear it? Did he hear it? Dude, I didn't even scream it because I wasn't sure he was even here. Fuck yes. Happy birthday. Hell yeah. I wasn't sure. Thank you, sales. My doctor prescribed me Singular tablets when he retired, and I have an appointment with a pulmonologist next week, so I'm going to ask him about that. I definitely would. It's just... Ugh. You only discovered yesterday? The fuck? They never mentioned any of these to you? Any of these side effects? Yeah. Let me grab my coffee really quick. Just because I don't want it to get cold just sitting under the Keurig. But I'm just going to put the music back up. I'll be right back. I've been struggling with the side effects for 2 years. Depression and fucking chest infections. What the... Yeah. I would talk to your doctor, and if your doctor... treats you like you're an idiot, I would maybe shop. If you can. I know that's saying a lot, but if you can. Oh, if Ick Neighbor's house. Oh, I'm excited to see it and absolutely terrified, Amber. Like excited in that like, oh, that's gonna be gross kind of way. I'll be right back. Just grabbing my coffee. No, I just am so reliant on my Steam Deck, my dudes. The amount of times I've clicked it today or I've tried to push on it is asinine. Ugh. Days, I tell you. Ugh. Anyways, play some Hades. Since we're on the music track, this music we're listening to is from the game Hades. And the entire game has one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard. Like, I don't know, man. Everything that comes out of them is honestly absolutely fantastic. Can't think of anything that doesn't. Oh, paganism mentioned in the alt-right playbook? Gross. That's probably on the Jewish's website, to be honest. They're really good at covering that garbage. I don't know what else to say. What else? It's garbage, right? Like, no one wants to be covering that in a news form, but I'm glad they do. Hello, Baron. How are you? I'm just changing our game category. It's so weird going from my own playthrough to the one that I have going for stream because I'm so infinitely slower and just not in any way good in this one because it's just so brand new. Where did I put my controller? Oh no. Oh my god, it's right next to me. Please just ignore me. That's just embarrassing, Randall. So I'm not crazy to want to stop taking it. Absolutely not. No, it's not crazy. If you did not have those, if you weren't getting chest infections at the same rate before the drug and you weren't feeling depressed and otherwise before the drug, I would absolutely go talk to your doctor and be like, hey, I already had standing medical, like mental neurodivergence, and this is making them bad. And they weren't bad before. I would like to try something else. There is an infinite, there are tons of drugs out there that you can try that are different than just that. You got all the boons? How? I have been running my own. How many hours do I have? I have. What the fuck? Sync my game. I have 757 hours in this game, and easily 600 hours of those are on my offline gameplay, and I cannot get the last couple boons I need. It's just driving me insane. Oh my god, Koro, same. I do it all the time. Or I'll have it in my boobs. Or I'll literally be like, it'll be here. I'm like, where is it? Oh, where am I? Some boons require certain other boons. I've looked them up, man. And it's just like, I'll show. Well, we're going to do our own, but I look in the book. That's what I was going to say. I look in the prophecy book and I look up what they are and everything. And it's a couple Venus boons and it's a couple Diana boons or Artemis boons. And I choose their boon favor every single time I try. And I'm just like, oh, there's a fruit fly. I just want to choke on it. I'm proud of you, Numa. Don't tear the tissues. You only get one. Really glad? Okay. I'm glad it's not just me because it makes me feel stupid. All right, get into the game so we can hear that glorious-ass music. Let us cheers. Yeah? Yeah. Fun fact, the guy who sings in most of the songs also voices Zagreus. Darren Korb. Right, Mickey? Same. It's on par with Darkest Dungeon, in my opinion. No stream deck. No stream deck.